late. I've got my schedule. All week. I have just been turned around. So I'm trying to by next week have everything back on schedule and be coming on at 8 o'clock. Can't guarantee. I'm at 8:30. Can't guarantee tomorrow I'll be 8:30, but I will do my best. Okay. So today I want to ask you: have you buried or tossed your gifts? Again, this was something that I was it just came about in my morning Bible study today, in my morning reading. And I got to thinking about that, asking for a God idea, wanting a God idea. And, we have good ideas. Mark Batterson states in his book, there are good ideas, but even better are God ideas. And those are the big things that come to us that can actually just change the world for better. We may never see it, and our name may never be attached to it. But because we touch somebody with this God idea, they can touch somebody or touch many, many, many people. And it's not our purpose to be famous because of this. It's not our purpose to be known because of this. Our purpose is to carry it out. And so as I sat in my chair here in my office this morning, I have my comfy chair across from me, across from my desk. And as I sat there this morning, I got to thinking about that. And I thought about God ideas. And I prayed about it. I really want to go forward in my life and in my business with God ideas, not just good ideas, but God ideas. I want everything that I do to be a reflection of my faith. And as I thought about that, I wondered, had I had a God idea and tossed it? Had I had a God idea and buried it? And we go think the same thing with our gifts. We if you look at Matthew 25, you will see, let me see, it's Matthew 25, verse 14 through 30. You see the story of the man who gave his servants each an amount of talents, certain amount of talents. And as a kid, I always thought talents were talents like gifts, things that you could do well. But talent was actually money. And, the one servant doubled his, and we're going down to the last servant who buried it. And he was considered an evil servant. And it got me to thinking, have I buried my gifts or tossed them? Have I buried my God ideas or tossed it? And if I buried it, it was because I was afraid of it, just to tell you the truth. And that's basically what the servant in Matthew 25 did. He buried the money because he was fearful. He knew his master was a master who would want an account for it. And for some reason that caused him to bury it. He was afraid and he buried it. I guess he was afraid maybe he would lose it all if he tried to invest or do something with it. And so he buries it. And I'm thinking, maybe I've buried my God ideas. Maybe God's brought things to me to do, big things, and I've buried it out of fear. And that's something I'm going to be looking over the next few days and thinking about. Have I buried something? Is there something I've buried? I'm prayerfully considering this. I'm asking to be shown if there's been an idea that has been given to me and I've just buried it. And I would encourage you to do the same, and not just with ideas, but with your gifts. Have you buried your gifts, or have you? What if the idea came to you, or you have a gift and not realizing what you had, you've tossed it? It's just as sad as burying it. Just as sad. It bothers my heart to think that I could take something that was given to me by the Father and to have thought it of no account to the point that I tossed it, or I took something given to me by the Father and it scared me so bad I buried it. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from today. And I want you to really search your heart and search your deep, deep in your soul and ask yourself, have I buried or tossed my gifts? Or have I buried or tossed an idea that came to me that very well could have been a God idea? Just think on that over the next few days. And if you want to, come back and let me know what you think. You're more than welcome. If you're not part of my Facebook group, you're more than welcome to join. I'd love to have you there. The link is in the description of this video, unless you're already in the group. You won't see the link because that's redundant, isn't it? I'm going to hop off of here. I didn't have a lot today. I just wanted to get a thought going in your head. And again, have you buried or tossed your gifts? Or have you buried or tossed an idea that might very well be a God idea? Go back and look. Go back and think. I love you. More importantly, God loves you. You have a blessed day.